Hey, let's Marvel Snap community of N4 here again. Thanks for joining me today. Do you want to hit Infinite this season, but don't have Galactus or other Series 4 or 5 cards? No problem. I've got the deck for you. I put together a Series 3 only Lockjaw deck that can help you climb the ladder fast and also win those conquest mode games coming up. But before we take a look at the deck stats, the turn by turn, and some gameplay, will you please snap me a like and subscribe if you like the content? I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of June, so I would really appreciate it. Thanks guys. Let's snap. All right, guys, let's take a look at these deck stats real quick. First of all, I want to go over the Lockjaw Evolution deck. I played 30 games with this deck. You could see the incredible win rate. I had 66.7%. I had plus 18 cubes with this deck. Now, going to our Jane Jaw, I wanted to play 30 games with this to get you better stats. Sorry, guys, 6 games. I know that's pathetic. That's not a lot. Doesn't really mean much. Not that 30 games does, but obviously these stats are probably going to come down somewhat, but you could see how strong this is. And that one game I lost, you guys will see I included it in the gameplay. We shouldn't have lost that game. That was my fault. User error, really bad. I was not playing very good today, and I still should have went 6-0. And that was an 8 cube game, so we should have been 6-0 100%. and 22 cubes. That's insane, right? So if you think about that in conquest mode, in the gold level of conquest, you have to get 5 wins in a row in order to get that infinity ticket or a couple infinity tickets. Wow, this deck went 6-0, except I messed up. Anyways, consider that, guys. But those are the stats. Let's snap. All right, guys, let's take a look at this deck. Let's just go card by card and just make sure we're familiar with everything that's in this deck. So the first card obviously is Wasp. She gives you a free play into Lockjaw. So it may seem like you want like a 1-drop or something else, but this is a great card. You can cycle Wasp through Lockjaw several times. The next card is Iceman. This is just my choice. You guys can put another 1-drop in if you want. You could throw Rocket Raccoon in or something else like that. That could be pretty handy. However, I've just been playing Iceman with this just because he's a disruption card. So he can disrupt what your opponent's trying to do. And sometimes you could cycle him through once or twice, and that's pretty cool. Or Kamartage comes up, you could play him on Kamartage. Next one is the hero of the deck. Obviously, we couldn't play Lockjaw without Lockjaw. Super excited. I just got this Dan Hip variant, so I'm like, I gotta play my Lockjaw deck again. So really excited about that. Anyways, Lockjaw is awesome. After you play a card here, you swap it with the card in your deck. Now, obviously, you can only do that once per turn, which was kind of a nerf to Lockjaw, and especially a Thanos deck, because Thanos used to abuse the Lockjaw, put 2 of their stones in here. But I really think Lockjaw is better this way, because now on turn 6 you can play like your Wasp in there, and then you could play your other, like a big card, like your Chavez or something else. You'll see me play like Dr. Doom in there, and you could get that thing's gonna stay there and it's not gonna cycle through, and you're gonna get some random thing. So I really think this makes the Lockjaw deck way more consistent. So I really like it. Let's look at the next one. Thor, again, this is critical if you're playing Jane Jaw. You have to have Thor and you have to have Jane Foster, which we'll get to in a second. But Thor, shuffle Mjolnir into your deck. And then when you have Mjolnir and you could put Mjolnir down, it gives Thor plus 6 power. The good thing about this is that your opponent doesn't know if you have Mjolnir or not. So that's what's so powerful about Thor, is they have to respect him once you put him down, and that will really help you not only on the ladder but in conquest mode too. I think Thor is going to be a really great card in conquest mode, especially in this Lockjaw deck. The next card is Jubilee. Jubilee is great. She thins your deck. She's a 4-cost card, and she just thins your deck. She'll pull out one of your giant cards. Giganto, I'm playing Magneto, Chavez, Doom, pull out any of those cards, and you get more cards on the board. You can also throw her into Lockjaw, and that's a great play because then she'll disappear and then pull something else up in her place, yet still trigger her pulling hopefully another big card in place of her. I like playing Vision too. Vision is awesome in this deck because if he comes up after a pull in your Lockjaw, you can move him out and you get an extra Lockjaw turn. So Vision is really awesome to get to those locations that you cannot get to. Powerful card. Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor. Of course, in order to play Jane Jaw, you've got to have her. She'll just pull Mjolnir back in all your 0-cost cards from your deck. So you can recycle Mjolnir a couple times if you've already played him. You could also get Wasp back, get another recycle. So super powerful turn 5 card for your opponent to manage that. And she's got a great stat line, 8 power. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so here's all my 6-cost cards, big cards. Dr. Doom is awesome to pull up in your Lockjaw, so you throw him down and then you can get him back and recycle him again, but then you could spread wide and get into locations you can't get into. Since I'm playing Vision, you might not need both of those, maybe Vision or Dr. Doom, but Dr. Doom spreads you wide, so that's pretty nice because Lockjaw tends to go tall or vertical. I have Odin in here. And I don't know, I haven't actually, you'll see in my gameplay, I haven't really actually used Odin in here. Definitely could be advantageous to drop on something that you pull up in your Lockjaw lane. But in the gameplay that I had, I didn't get to show what you can do with Odin, right? Throw Odin on top of your Jubilee, obviously. Throw Odin on top of your Thor. Get another Mjolnir to trigger. You could proc Magneto if you need to pull some more of his 4-cost cards into the center, you know, those sorts of things. Reproc Dr. Doom, of course. There's a lot of really excellent uses. I just didn't get to show it to you in the gameplay that I have here coming up, but Odin's a great card. Chavez is again just to get more power on the board, create more consistency in this deck. So I highly recommend you playing America Chavez in your Lockjaw decks, because you know you're going to get that 6-9 on the end, and you have more of a chance to get the combos that you really want when playing this deck. Magneto's a great 6-cost card, very powerful card, 12 cost. Comes in super handy, especially when you're playing like discard decks and Dracula. You move those 4-cost cards, you play a Darkhawk deck, man, get all those things into one lane, wow. And then you could just take over the other 2 lanes pretty easily. So super powerful card if you use him correctly. And then I've got Giganto in here. Giganto is 614. His drawback is that you can only play him in the left location. So you might be wondering, like, why do you have Giganto in here and not Infinite? The reason why I have Giganto and not Infinite in here is because Infinite, you're stuck to either pulling Infinite either by from Jubilee or Lockjaw, and they're gonna stay in that lane. Giganto, I at least have the option to play him on turn 6 to the left lane if it's open and available. So it gives you just a little bit more options. You lose some power, but for those of you guys, I'd recommend playing Giganto. Again, I think it gives a little bit more consistency to your deck. You don't have to skip turn 5 and all that nonsense. So encourage you to play Giganto. Okay guys, on the turn by turn, I'm only going to do the series 3 Jane Jaw deck. I'm not going to do the high Evo deck turn by turn, because that's the gameplay I'm going to show you. And if you're kind of familiar with this gameplay and the turn by turn I do on here, then you're going to know how to run the high Evo deck if you have high Evo. So wanted to make sure I did this style though, because not everybody got high Evo. So I hope this helps you guys. Turn 1, a lot of times I'm just skipping turn 1. If I have Wasp, I don't want to put Wasp down. I can play her at any time. I want to wait to use her to proc Lockjaw. So if I have Iceman in hand, I could play Iceman as well if I want to get an early kind of snipe with Iceman. But then I'm not going to be able to play Iceman into Lockjaw. So sometimes I'll just hold off on that. That's up to you guys. You could play Iceman, or you could not play Iceman and just hold on to him. Some of you guys might want to play Sunspot in place of Iceman if you want to just put Sunspot down and just kind of gather some energy. You can also do that, but I like using my 1-drop to cycle through. I like using it to cycle through Lockjaw. So Iceman's a great one to recycle over and over because it really messes your opponent up. You could use other people, just depending. So choose your favorite 1-drop you want to use, and it helps you proc Lockjaw and re-proc all those. Okay. On turn 3, you've got a couple decisions to make. This is a really important turn depending on what you have in your deck. Turn 3, generally what I want to do is play Thor. So if I have Thor in hand, even if I have Lockjaw, I usually most times will want to play Thor into a lane that I'm not going to play Lockjaw in. And the reason for that is because I want to play, I want to make sure I have as many turns as possible to draw Mjolnir. Okay, so I always like to play Thor first. Gives you just a little bit more higher percentage to get Mjolnir in your deck and then drop him into Lockjaw. Turn 4, that means I'm going to now play, I'm going to put Lockjaw down on the deck. And if I have Wasp, I'm going to throw Wasp in. And if I haven't used Iceman, I'm going to throw Lockjaw and then Iceman on top of Lockjaw. Okay, to proc him. If I don't have Lockjaw or Iceman, another alternative is to play Jubilee. So if I don't have either of those, I'm going to put Jubilee into a separate lane that besides Thor and besides where I want to play Lockjaw. Okay, if I have Lockjaw on the board, I can throw him into I can throw Jubilee on top of Lockjaw and proc Lockjaw, depending on what my opponent's trying to do. So there's a couple options there for you guys, but I typically like to think about Jubilee one lane, not all the time, Thor another lane, and then I have Lockjaw in a separate lane. So you guys can think of it like that if you want. Turn 5 highly depends. If I have Thor, usually I'm going to play Jane Foster, right? This is a Jane Jaw deck, so super powerful. You know you're going to draw Mjolnir. You know you're going to draw Wasp if you haven't already drawn Wasp, or if you've already used Wasp to proc through Lockjaw, you get to use Wasp again. So pretty cool stuff. So Jane Foster on 5. Now, if I don't have Jane Foster, or if I don't have Thor on the board, I might probably want to go with Vision, especially if I have a difficult location to reach. So I'm going to put Vision on the board. I'm not going to put Vision in the Lockjaw lane, because if I do, he's going to go and pull something else out of Lockjaw unless I played another card like Wasp. Okay. Turn 6, obviously you have a lot of options on turn 6. You're gonna draw American Chavez if you haven't already pulled her up through Lockjaw or pulled her out from your Jubilee draw. So turn 6, you're just gonna have to look at the board state and determine what makes sense. Now remember, in this particular deck that I'm running, I've got Giganto. So I always want to think about leaving that left lane open. I'm usually not playing Lockjaw to the left because of Giganto. So I want him to take care of that lane by himself or surprise my opponent. But, you know, depending on what you do, maybe it makes sense to play Magneto if you're playing against Dracula and discard, or against the Darkhawk deck. Maybe it makes sense to throw down America Chavez. You might have a Wasp and a Mjolnir to play as well. You're moving Vision over. There's a lot of different options you have. You could drop Doctor Doom on top and get 5 across the board for a total of 15. So there's a lot of different things you guys can do. That's what makes this deck so strong, because your opponent isn't sure what's going to happen all the time. So I just encourage you, and you'll see from some of my gameplay, some of the decisions I make. I don't always make the right decisions, but sometimes I get a little bit lucky and win anyways. But I do have one game where I lose. So check that out, and don't make the same mistakes I made. It was really poor thinking on my part. So you'll see it, and I'll call it out there too. But you guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps you on the ladder. I really think it can help you on the ladder and also in conquest mode. So let's get to some gameplay. Let's snap. Okay, there's Mojo World. Definitely want to play Lockjaw if we get Lockjaw in there. Oh, what? A Yondu? What? Tag team variant? Are you kidding me? I've never seen that variant. Oh, Death's Domain, that's not cool. So we're gonna go here. Now we don't have to worry about saving energy because we're not running the high EVA version. This is a really interesting matchup here. Let's go. I don't know. That's a bummer. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. Let's go here. We're gonna put Wasp first, and then we could play Vision. And then we could Doc Doom on the last turn. I like that. We should have snapped, but let's just watch the gameplay. Oh, that's, yeah, so good. He's probably gonna Arnim Zola his Venom. Which, if he does, all we simply should do, we're gonna wanna win left and right. So what we're going to do is we're gonna go here, here. This is OP, guys. We have 0 cards in our deck. So let's go here because Dr. Doom will stick, put 5 here and 5 there. And we should be able to win left and right because he's going to Arnim Zola here. Venom's going to eat all this stuff up, and then Venom's going to eat nothing up here, but we're going to win. So I probably, yeah, that's what I figured. I figured he'd probably think he's going to win this one. And I don't think he's going to. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the Bucky Barnes. What? Series 3, guys. Beating infinite players. Let's go. Let's snap. 8 cubes. I just want to see another location. Okay. Let's go here. Sunspot. We're gonna wait. See what Los Diablos blows up. Oh, cool. Hopefully it doesn't blow up our Sinister, because I can put Vision in there on turn 5, and that's way better than Nightcrawler. That's total snappable. That's alright. Darn it. That's not as scary. That honestly is not that scary. Obviously, he's going to move those, but then his whole board's going to be clogged. That doesn't make me afraid. So the question is, where do we want to play Lockjaw? Gigano can go left. Should we go middle on Lockjaw or over to the right? Let's just go middle. Sneaky. Maybe he has vision too. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, that's a good draw. See, now I get my wasp back, and then I just recycle wasp. And then we're gonna put vision out after I shoot him. All right, let's put vision down. We could put him here, but in case this pulls up Jubilee, I don't want to take that slot. So I'm gonna put him over here. The only reason to put him here is if he sends like a green goblin over or something like that. That's pretty cool. Just keep recycling. We could play Dr. Doom in there and then pull out something else, but I'm not sure that's a big deal either. Maybe the best play is just Giganto. What do you think, guys? And he could Shang-Chi my vision. I don't know if that matters, because we're gonna beat him either way. Yeah, Jubilee. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Four. You guys, that's 2-0. 12 cubes, series 3. Oh, wow, Nadavalier. We're gonna not do anything. We got Lockjaw in hand. If I want it to be aggressive, I snap. Again, I like to wait till the second location's revealed. See? I'm gonna get greedy on this one. I'm gonna wait and see the third one. And then if it's good, I'm gonna play Lockjaw to the right, because I could play Giganto to the left. And if Giganto ends up coming right, then great. We're gonna play Lockjaw and Wasp here, and let's snap. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's playing multiple man. Okay, interesting. Let's see what we get. Giganto. Good pull. You could play Infinite, but you can't play on the last turn, right? Giganto you can to the left. So that's why I like Giganto a little bit better than Infinite. Let's go ahead and play Jubilee here. And maybe we'll pull something decent into there just to... Okay, there's the Ghost Spider. Oh, that's cool. I like that one. I like this guy's name. Oh yeah, that's a great pull. That's a great pull for Danger Room. Oh, he played Cloak over there. I don't want to clog up my lane. This is a pretty good play right here, guys. I really want to get the vision down so I can move vision into Danger Room, but this is gonna put pressure on this location, and he's probably gonna move Heimdall. He's gonna use Heimdall. Anyways, let's try this. Vision might be the better move. Ah! Boo. Yeah, you deserve to get shot. Alright. No worries, right? Because we have Dr. Doom. So that's fantastic. So I could play Dr. Doom here, but then I lose the 5 points there. And not sure what we're gonna draw. Oh, we're gonna draw Chavez. This is a great when you play Jubilee and Lockjaw, it's good to have a deck tracker. Okay, so this is definitely a snap, but again, I don't know. Should we snap, guys? I don't know. He could definitely beat me here. Let's just play it out. Play like we're on the ladder. He's not snapping, so let's see what happens. Yeah, Heimdall. I could definitely still lose this for sure. Yeah, I am gonna lose it, so... Oh! that just made us win. And there comes Chavez. Oh, you guys. Wow. Danger Room coming in clutch. Hey, 105. Look at that, guys. Okay, so we got nowhere. I can't play Lockjaw there. That's a bad location for us. So we're going to skip. And hopefully location on the right is good. If it's not, we got to get out of here. That's doable. We have Dr. Doom. We have Vision. So what we want to do here is, again, if I have the choice between Lockjaw and Thor, I'm going to play Thor in the lane that I don't want to play Lockjaw. So I want to play Lockjaw middle next round with Wasp. Okay. The cool thing is we've got Giganto. We could play Giganto to the left, and there's no chance of getting Shang-Chi. So that's awesome. So we're in a really good shape. This is probably a snappable one, right? Could probably snap pretty safe here. We've got Dr. Doom to get into the vault. We have Jane Foster to retrieve Mjolnir. We're in really good shape. He's probably going to play Devil Dino, right? He's got some kind of... So we're in very good shape here, guys. We have a very clear line. Okay, that's strong. Very strong. Oh, that's unfortunate. There's our Thor. So again, right, guys? Thor is going to win this location for us unless he plays something to buff these guys, which he could. But we're going to play Thor, and we're going to play... I guess we're going to play... You know what? We're going to play Jane Foster here because she'll stay. Because this will give Thor +6, right? And then we'll get it back +6 again. Now, the only thing, if he plays Wave, we're in trouble. So just for that, I hope he doesn't play Wave. But we're going to go here and just hope he doesn't play Wave. Now, if he got Giganto, that's a bummer. He knows I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. That's awesome. Okay. Now I could have played it safer and then actually went 8 over here. Then I'd already be ahead here. Oh, actually we can't use our reveal effect here. Oh, that was an error on my part. Yeah. I messed up, guys. You were probably like watching this and going, you messed up, dude. He's gonna play my Giganto here and win. He won. He's got my Gigano. No. I made a mistake. Got cocky. Ruined our stats. We shouldn't have lost that one. That was player error. Player error, guys. Let that be a lesson to you. Yeah, that we should have won that game pretty easily. That was me trying to be cheeky. Paid the price. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get another draw. Probably should have played Wasp. Oh, those are always fun. We don't want Nebula getting out of hand. Yeah. He's gonna lock me out. He's gonna lock down You know what? We're going to pull Jubilee here just to stop Nebula because we need to win that lane. Ah, I knew it was coming. Darn it. I still have... Beautiful. I still have Vision, right? Vision can get over there. And so can Doom. Obviously, I'm not going to worry about the middle lane. Although, I could put pressure on the middle lane. And pressure on this lane. So he can't Professor X me here. He can't Professor X me here. Because then I just play Mjolnir and I just totally kill him on that lane. I'm wondering if I play this here or here. I don't want to clog that lane. I could save it for Doom. I think that would be a good idea. Let's snap him, even though he's got Daredevil. I don't think he could really... He's got too much power in Bar Sinister. That's what he's kind of banking on. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he comes up with something juicy. But it's always fun to snap when they're playing a Daredevil. Yeah, he's thinking. He's like, oh, I'm not winning flooding. Maybe he is winning. Okay, Cyclops. Okay, that's good. But here's what we can do. I almost don't want to play Mjolnir because I think he's going to try and Shang-Chi me. And he can already Shang-Chi my Chavez. I almost just want to play Dr. Doom in the middle. I guess I could have played Vision, huh, into Bar Sinister. I wasn't even thinking about that. That would have been game over, right? I could do that and that. And if he Shang-Chi's me, I'll just end up filling it in with Dooms. That should win these two lanes, I think, pretty handily. Oh, yeah. What the heck, bro? That's like nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. Yeah. Telling you guys, this Lockjaw Janejaw deck is fire. It's fire, man. It's just ripping up. We would be 5-0. So think about conquest mode, right? Conquest mode coming out next week. You have to win 5 in a row for the gold level. To get those infinity tickets and things. This could be one of those decks, right? Gamma Lab, that makes a lot of sense. But we don't need to play her there right now. We could always play Wasp there at any point because... So let's see how committed Hive gets to Gamma Lab. Okay, he's not... Oh, okay. Actually, that's really good for our Lockjaw. We got lots of ways to deal with Goose. Goose can be super problematic. Let's go ahead and play Wasp there. Because Hive is probably playing... Now I have 2 Mjolnirs possibly to throw into... hopefully we draw Lockjaw. But now at least if they have Shang-Chi, they have to commit that Shang-Chi to that left lane. And then I could play some other... I could play Magneto or other drops. So unfortunately we don't have Lockjaw, so we're in trouble. Actually, it can't be a Doom mode and finish. Okay, there's Mjolnir. Oh! Baron Mortar made... Oh, that's vicious. That was such a good play. So I should have one more Mjolnir, right? So if I play Mjolnir... If I play this here, I'll get my Mjolnir back. I'll get my other Mjolnir. And then simply all we'll do, I mean, I shouldn't have snapped, right? But let's try and earn some more cubes. All we're going to do is play Dr. Doom. That's going to give us 10 over here, 10 here. And we could be we could play this here and get Thor up really high. But I'm almost thinking having that one extra card in Mojo World for 3 power or 3 cards. I think that could actually do it, maybe. Because this is going to be 12. That's going to be 17. And he's already down by 7. That's a lot. He's got to put a 12 power right there. So we're going to play Mjolnir right here. I think that'll be enough. That'll put that up to like what, 22 or 23. So he's in it because he thinks I'm thinking about it, but I don't think he could beat this, guys. Yeah, he's got 3 cards there. He's probably gonna still win the middle, but now he's lost the other 2. He's gonna Shang-Chi me on the left. Oh, punish! What a cool card! Oh my god! Oh! We still win. Oh my gosh! You guys, this deck is OP. 105. You guys, let's go ahead and end it there. I wanted to play this Series 3 deck so that if you don't have any of these Series 5 cards, this is the deck for you. Forget Galactus, all right? Just play this deck and get used to it. Remember, put Thor on one side, Lockjaw on another lane, Gigano to the left. Be thinking about that. And you guys will make your way up to infinite with this deck as you get used to the gameplay of this. And it's a fun deck. So you guys, thanks for joining me, and let's snap.